All right. That thing should be on. Let's see. Let's see. Mute it, show it. All right, we're good. We are good. What's up, Ray? You are a fast one, ain't you? Holy. It's like you've been waiting, man. It's like, dude, I have no idea when he's gonna go live, but I'm gonna wait. What is up? How are you, man? Welcome. Let's do a little bit of walking because we need that. So we're gonna go on to the Tungrat ruins today. I really want to check how the silver is gonna be. And meanwhile, we answer FAQs for the chat, because that's what we do. That's what the job is. So we're gonna go there, do some scuffed grinding, and see how it goes. I wonder if I should switch. Oh, yeah. Anyways, I'll do it in a Wikit. Let me just advertise a bit on my Discord. Tried Mystic at Big Cave? Yes, I have. Yep. I finished 2 runs and a half in an hour, which is not S tier. But then again, please understand, my Mystic is not really... Whoa. What's going on? Hello? Ah! Yeah, that explains it. My Mystic... my Mystic is not really geared for Pig's Cave, you know? 2 rounds and half... No. 2 rounds and a half within the hour, right? So this is 2.5 in an hour. Ideally, you want 3. 3 is pretty much S tier, but I can't even get to that. Reason for which I can't even get to that is very simple, actually. I don't have the AP. So it's like, I'm just gate kept. So I can't give you an appropriate, you know... I can't give you an appropriate estimate over Mystic at Pig's Cave, because your boy ain't geared. Iwa Toshi, how you doing, Iwa? Hello. Hello. Hello, everyone. Hello. I tagged you on YouTube, right? Yeah, I did. All right. Good. So, today, what we're going to do is we're going to just fix the add-ons a little bit. And after we fix those add-ons a little bit, we're going to go into the new Tungrat ruins. I want to see how much we're gonna get in an hour with the new embers. Basically, for people that do not know, Tungrat ruins just got some buffs to drop embers of resonance, and if it drops 5 embers of resonance, that's kind of Darkseeker's retreat, you know, money, until it crashes. So skill instructor, we're gonna be changing an add-on here. Perhaps we should do 2. It's very important for Tungrat ruins to have down attack. So what I'm gonna do is I'll definitely... I don't think it's a bad idea to put down attack on Spiral Torpedo and use it as an offensive for positioning rather than a movement utility thing. So let's do it. Let's do critical hit rate, 30%, which only affects it and our Roaring Tiger, if I ever even get to use this. And then just do a down attack for 5 seconds, because this is what we're going to need. And over here, Sea Burial, we're going to use attack speed and monster AP. That is because you want 2 minus DPs, because you depend way too much on Rising Dragon. And Rising Dragon's cooldown is not always available for Tungrat ruins, which means that you need to have a DP debuff from 1, which is of course Rapid Stream, and you need Rising Dragon for the other DP. And meanwhile, Sea Burial takes the fills for extra AP and attack speed in the meanwhile. And Dragon Strike, Gushing Waters with Raging Wind, they take the down attack past Spiral Torpedo. Or I can actually totally ditch this and just do Raging Wind with the down attack. Yeah, why not just do Raging Wind, down attack, and what? What should we do? Down attack, I mean, there's nothing else for us to do outside of movement speed, honestly. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I guess it's weird, but it's gonna work for Tungrat Ruins because Dragon Strike into Raging Wind into Gushing Waters. But actually, that's not the smartest thing. It's not the smartest thing, guys. I can do two things. I can either Rapid. What's up, Rocks? Hello, dude. Hello, hello. I can do Rapid with minus DP and just get rid of the evasion rate and do down attack on it. And I can just always do a Rapid into a Rising Dragon. Yeah, I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking about it. The down attack is important on Tungrat Ruins because the faster you kill the Visionary, the more the pack stays stationary, which increases your DPS. Your throughput becomes a lot better. If you had the AP, you could probably easily do 3 an hour. Yep, true. Grinding for Elton piece, anything to keep me sane. Where are you grinding for that? Please tell me you're not grinding on the river rotation and you're actually on Dekia. At least make some money while doing it, you know? And think of it like this. Grinding the Elton piece is pretty much the hardest thing to do in BDO if we're not taking Rich Merchant Ring into consideration. So keep that in mind. You know, it's not the hardest thing to do, and there is worse. So you get the idea. Should I get rid of Raging Wind though, and just get all DP with -5 down attack? That's the first question, and the second question is, I can probably be smarter. No, I shouldn't. You know what I'll do? I'll keep it like this. It looks scuffed, but I have a good feeling about it. The down attack from Raging Wind is going to... It's not good here, though. It needs to be at the start. Because Dragon Strike is going to be first, and then Raging Wind. Yeah. You know what? I'll do it. I'll just remove the evasion rate from here. I'm just being stubborn about that. Not that I even need it. I just use a template add-ons right now. Alright, so what do we need? Down attack on this. Okay. Down attack on this, and we can get rid of basically Raging Wind, or we can just keep it for some refresh. Oh, but it's 5 seconds down attack. Okay, yeah, it's not gonna work. Whatever. And then on the next pack, it's not gonna refresh. Alright. It was a bad idea. Hurricane Sweep is on a 6 second. Maybe we can do a down attack on it, actually. Now that I think about it. Nah. Let's just get rid of the down attack, put DP and... I don't know. All DP and... Yeah, let's do all evasion, because sometimes you can miss, because this is Awakening Mystic. All evasion rate -5. Sometimes you can miss. Okay, let's keep it like this. The Scuffton is weird. The Raging Wind looks like. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Looks very weird, this setup. Dekia Blue Scroll, 770. This piece in upper and paddocks. I'm done with old treasure items. Go find interest in again. Wow. Dude, don't look at the only way to find interest in BDO through treasures. I mean, if you're grinding, you know, for some special pieces and some very rare things, and this is what keeps you, you know, this is what gets you up, fine by me. But remember, it's a horrible world to live in with that mindset. Yo, what's up, Musa? How you doing, dude? Welcome everybody that's just now tuning in. Let me just let's just do some audio. Let's do some music. To keep us sane. Increase the overall volume. Yeah, sounds good. In the end of the day, RNG is a biatch. Yes, it is. Yes, she is, actually. Yes, she is. Dice reminder, ladies and gents. Dice reminder for me as well. Let's see what we get. Nothing good. Oh, double 6s. And we just skipped the middle ground. Alright, dude. And... Colcanth, maybe? Pearl necklace. Okay. Okay. 80 hours on Dekia Pilaku, 0 maps. Yeah. I heard that story in a while. I've heard that story. Takes a while indeed. What did I say? In a while? What does that mean? It takes a while, yeah. In general, there has been some heavy debating on whether or not Dekia spots even do anything for you in regards to treasures. Right? So confused between Dosa and Mystic, bro. I don't know. Mystic feels different and good in the same time. Mystic is right now not even Mystic anymore. You know what I mean? Mystic, ladies and gentlemen, has metamorphosed into a different class with just one patch. We no longer spam repeat. We are a DPS class throughout the entirety of the spec. And yeah, it's weird, dudes. It's weird. Let's see what's up with the other Calpheons. See if we can find ourselves a rotation. Yeah, people have been asking me. People have been really pushing the question. It's like, what do we do with Mystic now? Awakening specifically. And I always tell them, you know, it's very hard to unlearn 7 years of Mystic. It's so fucking hard. Sorry for the F-bomb, fellas, but it's so friggin' hard. Think about it. I've been doing Mystic guides for like 4 or 5 years. No, not 5, 4. It's approaching 4 at the very least. And in that time, it has always been a constant. The rapid stream title burst spam has been a consistent thing for Mystic, never to be touched, because that was pretty much the bread and butter. The pivot point of Mystic was that she was just ease of access, right? You can be just someone who is pretty much a noob to the game and still play Mystic with that. And they just gutted that. They just completely shut it down. Yeah, everybody's grinding on Tungrat Ruins, guys. Everybody is grinding on Tungrat Ruins. Let's do a switch. Kama 2 is always role-playing realm. These guys don't grind there, so hopefully there's something there. Dosa Awakening is, you know, a comfortable grinder. With how much? No drama on Kama, for sure. If you guys are lonely in the evenings, the rooftop of Velia's Blacksmith is the place for you. Yep. There are people grinding here, and they're not even grinding efficiently. Jesus Christ. How does one find a rotation? Who the hell are you, renegades? And it's a lawn as well. Alright, well, we have 6 minutes to find a rota, and I'm gonna go to the old spot. Basically, I'm not looking for top of the top of the top of the top. I know it's gonna look scuffed anyways. Emily, how you doing? Yeah. The Mystic Daddy. You can say that again. Goddamn straight. You know in Breaking Bad when they ask, what's my name? Everybody knows what's my name. Everybody knows what's my name. The Mystic Dada. Everybody knows what's the name. Alright, we're gonna grind on the scuffed rotation, which is fine. I don't personally mind it. You can still get some good silver an hour here. Got this here, which is cool. Alright, let's feed the pets. Start the scroll. We don't need any buffs outside of this here. Bam, bam, bam. Good stuff. Good stuff. Open up this bad boy. Almost 340. Yeah, today, guys, we're doing, if we're lucky, we're doing 2 attempts. Verdict is a W YouTuber. Thank you so much. Holy moly. Alright. Fellas, we're going in. Whoops, that's Awakening. Fellas, we are going in. We are going in. Doesn't look too slow. Doesn't look too slow. I wonder if I should actually fill with I wonder if I should fill with Wave Orb or just leave it be. Yeah, this one doesn't look good though. I'm forgetting my space key a bit. Looks fast. Something is missing. Something is missing, guys, and I wonder what it is. Something is Mia. Oh, the AP buff. Of course, the AP buff is missing. I was like, what the hell is going on? Essence of Devouring. 100% over here. We always use, with Awakening Mystic, especially on Toon Red Runes, you really want to use your 100%. Reason for that is actually very simple. 100% saves cooldowns. It's as simple as this. I messed up this rotation, but it's okay. The reason for which I don't have Deep Sea is because I just don't want to use it. Typically speaking, if you're chasing down attacks, which you should here, Deep Sea proves to be consistent. But the reason for which I don't use Deep Sea is because I don't see a single... I've played with Deep Sea, without Deep Sea. Bear in mind, this is the spot where I mostly grind. Outside of the DSR, obviously. And... yeah, for me it just does nothing. Just does nothing. And now here comes the worst part with Mystic. Ah, we nailed it. Good. We nailed it. You don't have Deep Sea, by the way? It's okay. Oh, sorry. I already answered that. Hi, what's up, Dark? How you doing, man? Still 100% here. Save our cooldowns for the next pack. Doesn't look bad, if you ask me. It doesn't look bad. Hey, Sleepy. How are you doing, dude? Hello, everyone. Barham, returning player with Awakening Mystic. What do you recommend for Guy Fin under? Feels so slow even with Mystic. And combo damage. First, don't use combo damage. Use all-out attack. Use your full-blown AP or Kamasilv elixirs. Elixirs right now are so much better than Draughts. It's crazy how different the game is. Sorry, apologies. How different the game is in that regards. Yeah, this doesn't look bad, guys. This doesn't look bad. Looks consistent. Will it be 30k plus consistent without a Node War buff? We'll see. Okay, hold on a minute. I am scuffing myself here. I need to figure out how to resolve the cooldown issue right now, because I'm noticing that I'm grinding faster than what I should. Ain't that a suffering from success mode? Okay, let's go pre-awakening, sure. I guess we gotta fill with it. Okay, we got a 100% here. Suffering from success for real, for real. Okay, let's do pre-awakening rotations now. Yeah, just the AoE is bad on the pre-awakenings. Like, when we go ahead and just do pre-awakenings, unless they're in some sort of a perfect cone in front of you, it doesn't work really good. But it's funny because it almost works as good. You know, it's like... almost works as good. And we failed it. Talking about RNG, just got your third Marnie box on Pilico. You know, at least those Marnie boxes are reworked right now and they yield something, so. Don't be too upset about him. At least I wouldn't be. Not gonna lie, if you land the particular pre-awakening combo well, it deals crazy damage. Actually crazy damage. It's like... Look at that. Actually insane. Okay, let's do if we can... Yeah, that combo won't be... I won't be doing that combo ever again. Sure. Okay. If we go like this, then it works. Should I single... Nah, I don't feel it. No, not like this. Not like this. So bear in mind, ladies and gents, I'm grinding without any node war buffs. I'm grinding without anything special. And I am failing right now on this back. Okay. I really want them to change Death Cloud a bit. Just doesn't... It doesn't feel impactful for Awakening. In regards to AoE, that is. I get it. It's not supposed to be an AoE option, but at the very least, if you're gonna push for it, at least push for it normally. And bam. Whoops. Forgot that you can't do a C-switch from that ability. It's still kind of tough for Mystic players to get used to the changes, you know? Yeah, I should stop doing this. Why do I keep doing this rotation, man? There it is. Simple. Look at that. Simple. And I'm so used to complicating things for myself, you know? Ooh, that's strong, man. That's strong, dude. Not this one though. Need to be more careful. Okay. Not bad. Em, what's up with you, Em? Like, seriously, you need to ditch that stupid Weeboo game and came back to the real Weeboo game. What the hell? Like, for real, for real. She said, nah. She said, nah. You know what you're talking about. What are you doing about? You got broken up today? What does that mean? Did GF bumped you? Shit. What's going on here? Where's my abilities not abilitying? There's a song, Em, you know, these hoes ain't loyal. You know me, I'll make it funny. I am paying attention to chat right now, and I'm not grinding well, sorry. You guys got any questions, do let me know. Specifically for Mystic. Because this is an FaQ stream, you know what I mean? I'm kind of alternating right now between two things. I'm going for Awakening, going for Pre-Awakening, trying to figure out what is more consistent. And I'm not gonna lie, it kind of feels like Pre-Awakening Deathcloud, if you're smart with it, is a lot better. Not here though, I'm not sure what happened here, but... Did you switch to YouTube instead of Twitch? I'm here for the community on YouTube, yes. Twitch, can I be honest with you guys? Can I just open up a little bit about that situation? I feel like I should. You guys are the fam, you know? A couple of people on Twitch ruined it for me. Yeah. I know it sounds weird and you're like, what do you mean? There are a couple of people on Twitch who did a very good job into making me look bad. And the Twitch audience in particular that really wishes to engage with those individuals. Yep. It's kind of like, it's Jover for me on Twitch. Em knows about what I'm talking about, yep. And because Twitch is a little bit... You know, people out there operate like a hive mind in a sense. If you think about it, they are. It's like the popular opinion doesn't matter true or false. It becomes the opinion because it's the same people watching there. Meanwhile, over here on YouTube, I have you guys, you know? So, yeah, I know, it sounds weird, but I prefer YouTube because I have a community which I've built across the years which I've been doing YouTube, and you guys are here for me, and I would prefer to have that over having like 50 more views on YouTube. Mess my rotation. So that's about it, yeah. If you're asking, did I quit YouTube? Twitch, sorry. Did I quit Twitch because I wanted to? Yes, but the prime motive for it is actually just unpopular opinions over there. Whoops. Why did I press Shift Q here? Not gonna lie, this looks like an S tier grinder right now. I'm not even cooldown capping. Just I wish we had a better rotation for this. Didn't have the DP buffs here. Do you have to lock something to do Deathcloud instantly? Nope. Deathcloud activates, if you just need to understand Deathcloud and the viability behind Deathcloud is entirely related to understanding how the C-switching works. Because different abilities C-switch differently for the purpose of Deathcloud, and some don't even activate Deathcloud. And I should probably speak about this in my guide, because it is important. For example, if I press the C button for Deathcloud, it doesn't activate Deathcloud past my Wave Orb. It activates Recoil Slam. Yeah. How I use Deathcloud, I just know the after WF. Nah, don't do that. The best way to use Deathcloud right now is C-switching after Raging Wind. This is, fact of the matter, the best way to go about that club. Watch my inputs onto the right. You see how I do it. You see how I do it. You should do it the same way. There's other ways to go into Death Cloud, but they're just pedantic, useless ways, you know? They don't do anything. Alright, Em. So we've been grinding... Okay, let's just put this here. We've been getting the hang of the rotation. Bear in mind, this is the scuffed rotation for Mystic. This is probably, I don't know, 2k less trash an hour compared to the other rotations, so... Alright, Em, thanks. Appreciate that a lot. Okay, I'm just gonna leave now. Does Mystic get long cape or short cape? Some skins are actually long, which is incredible. But yeah, you get short cape most of the time. I have a video about that, Iwatoshi. Did you know that? I actually have a video. It's about a minute long rant about why isn't Mystic getting the long cape. By the way, everybody, please do hit the like button onto the stream. It does indeed help. It does indeed help. Yeah, I need more AoE for this pack here in particular. What was that? Yeah, I totally screwed up here. Let's move to the next pack. We have 1 minute to make it to 10k trash. Otherwise, it's not 30k. But this is the scuffed spot. Remember, guys, this is not the top spot. Not for Mystic. Lons grind here well. Ah, first Ember, ladies and gentlemen, first Ember of Resonance. So, if we're to judge just by that first Ember, it's probably, I don't know, 3 Embers an hour, which is not enough to make the spot big. Short capes are tragic. Preach, brother, preach. Let him know. Okay, I'm going in a little bit more of a grindy mindset right now. Okay, I'm trying to push my numbers a bit because I've been spending a lot of time at chat. What was that? Move slowly. Nah, just embers, which is very weird indeed, as they said just now. Embers are fine, don't get me wrong, but no flame. That's like... PA, hello? Just messed up the combo there. We're gonna have right now our Z buff entirely for here. 100%. You know what? I'll do this pack here now instead. Just so I can do this here. Yep, that is it. Oh, we figured it out. That's good. We figured it out. God, I wish I had some Node War buffs right now, man. But they're not taking me to Node War, guys. They don't want the daddy. They said, Verdict, you suck, dude. I was like, shit, man. Our shock after 100 changes to Darkseeker's telescope base and some other stuff. Sorry, did I misunderstand? What did they change about Darkseekers? Probably misunderstood. Alright, gutted City of the Dead. I feel you. Okay, let's just do this here. I think I figured out the rotation just now. Get an awakening. Now, this is the issue right now. This is the pre-awakening issue. It leaves mobs alive. Just leaves mobs alive. We don't like that. Mobs are alive are not useful mobs. Hello, could you share your combo with those pre-awakening skills? Yes, go onto my YouTube channel. There is a video. It is actually my last video. Go into my YouTube channel. Sorry, click on my YouTube channel. I'm still getting, you know, trying to move away from the Twitch mindset. Totally forgot. I thought right now, literally my mind was about, okay, we're streaming on Twitch. You don't like Awakening class if they have to go into pre-awakening? I don't mind it as long as it's intuitive. As long as it makes some sense, as long as it's fine, and it's not so forced to the point where it's just crazy. I don't mind it outside of that. You could say that Awakening's Mystic 1 is forced, but you can make it intuitive. And that's what we've done, pretty much the Mystic community. We have entirely collaborated all together to relearn Mystic and make it intuitive, at the very least, so it follows that. Lily, thank you. No worries, no worries. It's what I do. It's my job. Speaking of jobs, guys, I'm on my new job in real life. Which means that, yes, I'm no longer doing YouTube full-time. Just didn't work out, I guess. Not a good angle from here. I think it's half my add-ons that's the issue. Probably half of my add-ons. I need to craft better ones. Then need to actually get to the. Oh come on! Oh come on! Please spare me. Ratio? Oh, but that's because I'm grinding 200 runes though. I feel what you mean. Yeah, it's what Mystics complain about right now, myself included. I'm not particularly a fan of the Death Cloud switch. Despite the fact that it serves good DPS. Oh, what did I do? What did I do? What did I do? Oh, I fumbled. Also, this right now, what just happened, literally what just happened, is a Death Cloud issue, which is entirely it. If you mess it up, there's no way to solve it in momentum. Like, none. And a lot of this is because you're tied to the cooldown of the pre-awakening switch. So you can't go back into awakening that fast and do a viable rotation. I'll have you, mate. So I'm not really grinding a competitive hour, basically what I'm trying to say. Hard to get yourself in that mindset on this spot. Should I say my sub weapons? Soft stuff? I have to. There are no sub weapons to soft. You mean main hand weapon? Probably. Will the lore vids continue after the new expand? Oh, for sure. Come on, dude. You know me. How dare you even ask that question? What the hell? Can I be honest with you? You guys warm my heart when you ask me for lore videos. It just makes me smile. It feels so good. How's Mystic for PvE? Thanks. Great. Don't expect S tier. What happened? Where's my AP? Where's my damage? Where's my... Yeah, I should have picked the correct angle. I'm just not used to the spot. Whoa, what's up, Ifka? What's up, dude? How you doing, my man? How's life? But yeah, video lore videos will continue, for sure. The issue with video lore videos, and I've spoken about this a long time ago, and I'm gonna repeat it now. The issue with lore videos is that there's not enough viewership for them. Which makes me in a position where making lore videos actually cucks my income. Right? So it's like... So what do? Do I keep on doing lore videos? And not be able to pay a bill at the end? You know, that's not gonna happen. So they're a side passion project. I just skipped that Putterick like a total idiot, didn't I? Oh, I just skipped that Putterick like a fool. Messed it all the time. I take once in a month of it. It's gonna be more than once in a month. It's just that, you know, what am I famous for? I'm not famous for my lore videos. I'm famous for the goddamn Mystic. So when there's Mystic changes, how come I deny you the right to know Mystic stuff? You know? Also, I'm not even using my down attack on. Which is not smart. What the happened? What happened? Where's my damage? By the way, we're doing an oct attempt probably after this hour. We'll see. Yeah, you see that? You just messed the combo. It's like it's not intuitive to fix it in momentum, as I said earlier. It really isn't. Did you try Marvel Rivals? People have been asking me, what is up with that game? I basically know it as the fancier Overwatch in a sense. But it's not my thing right now. I'm not a fan of shooters currently. Not a huge fan of shooters right now. I've been good, man. I've been good. What about you? You know, had some illnesses here and there, but that's normal for me. Had to do a biopsy on my thyroid. That wasn't fun. It's stressful, you know. Waiting for biopsy is so stressful. So unbelievably stressful. Is Mystic good at large scale? Uncapped Node Wars, yes. Cap Node Wars, no. There's no reason for Cap Node Wars, Mystic. Despite the vacuum, there are classes that do the vacuums better. There are classes with 100% so much better than everything that Mystic does. There's classes that, you know, You can make the argument that Mystic is good for hard engages because she always has the vacuum, and it helps, but I don't believe Mystic being an S tier pick and capped. FaQ 60 on overall cap, it's not bad. With Mystic? Do you mean Succession? Because in my mind, I answered that as Awakening. As Awakening? Jesus. Why do I find that hard to believe? You probably last hit everything, didn't you? How long was that Nova War? Is it a 1 hour one? I'm detectiving you right now, dude. Before the Node War changes. I remember someone was showing in the Mystic Discord that they got Trooper some time ago, before the Node War changes. But that's such a rare occurrence. That's like the RNG of the gods. Because let's be honest, me and you both know that you're not dealing the damage. It's not you who's dealing the damage. Oh, what is this 100 here, man? I was watching a video about the combo there. He's sweeping kick or something. F skill is awakening, but the grounding you're using. Finish on the mobs. Yep. Just because I have a combo there doesn't mean that that's what you use all the time, you know? This is a burst spot. I have to do burst combos here, you know? Yeah, but staying alive is the hard thing to do, true. Awakening Mystic dies as if you're some sort of a completely irrelevant class that is paper. That's one of the things which made me move to uncapped, and why I prefer, honestly, compared to me having to die 20 times in a Node War and make 30-40 kills. I've had Trooper once, but it was a long Node War. We were more onto the defensives and I was getting kills, you know. Do that onto the offensive, because most Mystics that frag on the defense. And I don't really, not that I don't respect that, it's just, yeah. It's like you can't spin that as effectiveness. Yeah, but that's Pearl Abyss's stupidity in a way, to be completely honest with you. Having tank classes not feel tanky in Node Wars is just dumb. It's like, what? Where is that train of thought coming from, even if you think about it? This is gonna be a bad hour, guys, but remember, we're just chilling. I'm doing FAQ stream while grinding. So far, it kind of seems like the drop rate here on Embers is precisely the same as Darkseeker's Retreat, which means the Tongue Rat Ruins will not be that good of a spot. Unless you're Tamer. Because PA were like, yo, Tamers. You don't even need the buffs, but you're gonna get the buffs. I can't wait for the Tamer videos pushing for 45k Tongue Rat Ruins. It's bound to happen. Awakening Tamer is the Tungrad Ruins grinder. It is factually the best class for here. It's almost as if the spot is tailored for her. She is like that. She is absolutely insane through and through. Tamers 2 months ago were pushing for over 40k. You know, that would... Come on, fellas. My Mystic, dude, when I got 32k on my Awakening, I was like so unbelievably happy about it. And then I got almost 33k with Succession, and I was still super happy about it. Meanwhile, the Tamer did 2 rotations by the time I did 1. You know, it's just... So interesting how Wave Warp works. How did I... Did you guys see this? I just phase moved from the Visionary forward. Totally ignored it as if. Nerf Tamer confirmed? Yeah, Tamer is probably gonna get gutted in a similar way how Witch Wizard. Just that PA wants to force people right now into Tamer in a sense. Because every single person that knew BDO grinding was like, when we saw the Tamer buffs, we were like, no, hell no, please don't. Yeah. The fact that they both suck, which is crazy. True. I think it's like PA just they don't have Looney's channel under the hotbar, you know? They're like, nah, Witch is not good. We see nobody grinds on her. Meanwhile, Looney is like, come on, bro. More buffs, bro. She needs it, bro. You know? I miss the one-tap meta back. I could easily get on her, kill Suck Mystic and Cap nowhere. People were complaining about her. Right now on Uncapped, with Suck Mystic, you can pretend to be a fragger that goes all in for a Wave Orb and kills 1 or 2 people. Yeah. And you can probably get to 50 kills in Uncapped. If you try hard. A lot. Perhaps you could do it. I've seen a Mystic do it. Yeah, I'm just... I need to skip that rotation particularly. Hey, Tak, what's up, dude? I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. Doing good. Decided to do a little bit of a Q&A stream. Today is my off day from work. So, decided just to spend it with you guys pretty much. Oh, she is horrendous. You should never. You should never. But you can still kill people, which something Awakening cannot do. With Suck Mystic, you can go full blast. Go in, Wave Orb into the back line, see if you can fit another ability, you are gonna kill squishy targets. I need new add-ons for this. These are not. The ones which I crafted earlier, I thought that they would be good. They're not. I am so behind. I am so behind. What? Yeah, I just gotta please try again in a moment, I think. Yeah, Pearl Abyss, as they said, they were bold with the changes, but I think they confused bold with completely responsible about them. They were like, we didn't know what to do, so we decided to give you issues to resolve. Because we don't want to resolve them for you, you know? That's kind of how I feel about the class changes right now. It's like, we just want to make an issue out of everything, and then you PTR test it, because obviously, when we balance things around, it's not precisely going well. So I think, personally, this is what PA are trying to do right now. Sorry, I was absorbing the thought for a moment. It's like, what would I change about those changes? So much, man, so much. If you think about it, like, what did the changes do outside of basically inflate one or two classes' numbers and then everything kind of remained the same? Think about it. They just upped the margin and just the extremes shrank a little bit. But when they said, my grievance with those patch, with the balance patch, is actually not even with Mystic. My grievance with the balance patch is about Valkyrie Succession. What happened there? It's like, you said you're gonna make her viable, which she never was. Valkyrie Suck was never viable since its existence for grinding. At no given point was she actually an S tier class, you know? And what you did was just totally, you gave her 10% damage, you know? It's like, what? Oh, Ray, you probably know something that I don't in that case. Nah, I wouldn't say it's hard coping, I don't know. Class balance is not a reason to quit the game because there's always more things. It's not like they gutted classes. And, yeah. What did I do here, man? Why did I do that here? Ah, okay, I see. Okay, because I was like, what? Suck Valkyrie has plenty of love for her, actually. No joke. Oh, what did I do? Suck Valkyrie has some love for her. It's just such an interesting specialization that is fluid, or at least it can be, and then PA are just like, with their absolute uncontrollable biases and responses, it's like, we want to make everything viable. But not suck Valkyrie for some reason. I really like suck Valkyrie because it reminds me of a paladin, which in other MMOs is what I play. Suck Valkyrie really does remind me of a paladin. So just a reminder for everybody right now. We are grinding scuffed. We don't have node war buffs. We do not have, you know, anything that would make us at the very least close to an optimal hour. There is a little issue with this rotation, and that is that it's basically 2k trash behind the optimal rotation. So you can just add this. Imagine it like this. You can just add 2k trash to this hour and you can get what the hour on the other rotation would be. It's roughly 2k. It really depends on one very important thing, and that is, can your class be airborne or not? Can your class move very fast onto drops or not? So, if you're Lon, this rotation here doesn't bother you at all, of course. You don't care about it. It's almost irrelevant. After a brief play of an Awakening Nova, I can say that she is way clunkier than I imagined. Is she really that bad? Guys, brief me up on this, because every single person has been crying about, and probably rightfully so, has been crying about Awakening Nova like mad. The only thing that I've been hearing is how crazy Awakening Nova's buffs, obviously quote-unquote buffs, are. And I'm hearing this from the best players, you know, when the best players around are kind of very negative about her, it's a little bit of a, oof, what do we do? Have you tried Deep Sea at this spot? Yes. Deep Sea is pretty much... What is happening? Where is my damage? Where is my damage? Did I switch? I probably switched like a fool. Probably it's my fault. Deep Sea on this spot, where I'm at right now, is irrelevant. You need better mob positions. You need to go into the middle, into the pack, into everything for Deep Sea to even matter. And even if when it matters, it's an irrelevant increase that does not result into saving an entire ability's cooldown. So basically, Deep Sea versus Perfume is nothing. At the very least, for Mystic it isn't. If you're a class that doesn't have a lot of down attacks and very weird rotations which require you to depend on the special attack abilities, probably that would be for you. But Mystic is like all down attacks. All of it. They slowed her down. Her pack is down, but her tower spot should be up. I see. How bad did they slow her down, though? Obviously, no. Obviously, you know, probably by a lot, since everybody is noticing it. Including not that well known, or rather people that are known for playing Nova. It's like everybody that plays Nova right now is like, what happened with the robust, with the speed, with the moves, with the fencing, the rapid playstyle? They say it's gone. Some animations cancel. Yeah, I heard that you cannot cancel your dashes with the space key, was it? I don't play Nova, so I couldn't tell you, but I heard a friend of mine who spoke about that. He was like, yeah, you can no longer cancel dashes in Nova. Mark my words well, guys. In about a week or so, you will see the power of Tamer. In about a week ago. In about a week from now, sorry. About a week ago. About a week from now, you will see the power of Tamer. And she will slowly and steadily become the new OP class. Because Tamer, right now, Awakening is... If you think Mystic Clear somewhat adequate, if you think... Oh my god, you should wait for the Tamer players to pick her up. The changes feel... Yeah, I see. But that's such a slow react to Nova, if you think about it, right? If you really think about it. Such a slow react to Nova. Because Nova should have been nerfed immediately after her second rework of the Awakening. And they just kept her roaming every single competitive spot. Because so few people played her because of the effort not necessarily yielding enough. Right. Mystic is S tier grinder? Nope. No. Probably A plus. Probably A plus for sure. I really dislike when people say Mystic is S tier grinder because she grinds very, very, very good on Darkseekers. That makes no sense. An S tier grinder means a grinder that you can take everywhere, and for her to be absolutely stunning, you know, that doesn't happen. I'm lagging and stuttering and everything. Suck Tamer always slept on? Indeed. Suck Tamer during the Olens days was actually one of the requested DPS grinders. If you couldn't get a Mystic, if you couldn't get a Suck Striker, you would kind of look for a Suck Tamer. Apparently she dealt some very good work there. Awakening Musa? Probably he is still S tier. But I'm not a Musa player, I couldn't tell you in that detail. Go ask some Musa. But they will probably be a bit biased because they just got nerfed and they don't like it. Where are the mobs? We have 6 minutes left. This is gonna be a battle. Who cares? The community see things this year. They grind best spot very good because all spots are irrelevant. I mean, she doesn't grind Orzikea S tier, so I guess argument is again thrown out the window. And the audacity of some people saying, "Oh, he's just saying that because she's good now and he doesn't want her to get nerfed." I don't care if she gets nerfed. I'm still very Mystic. What are you talking about? Obviously, I'll make videos about it, you know, because that's my job to do as a class representative. What happened with the damage? Mystic needs a 4th spender. As simple as that. Mystic needs a 4th spender. Up until we get a 4th spender, she will be pretty much gate-kept from S tier. We have an overflow of shards, and what we're getting buffed is everything but a resolution towards the overflow of shards. Yeah, Zolty. It's not just you, man. It's the entirety of the Mystic's body. Mystic right now is repulsive. Compared to what she was, it's like... she's a shadow of what the class was. They turned her into a pseudo Suck Mystic, you know? It's... what happened? Convert the skill for Spender. You know what we should do? There's this ability, it's called Dragon Spit, which we don't use. And that Dragon Spit is nothing but a utility tool for PvP. It's not used for anything. It's not used for anything, dudes. You know, nothing. I'll just do my 100 here, screw it. Lukey! Where you been, my boy? What the fuck? Aren't you a sight for sore eyes? It's been a minute, man. How are you? So face 50 some Timber Succession feels much better in most of the grind spots. Because simply she has AoE that Awakening is missing. Yep. Guess you're right. Suck does indeed have a little bit. I wouldn't say it's dramatic, or is it? Is it dramatic, the difference between Awakening and Succession Tamer? Seems like Awakening Tamer is like the difference between Suck Mystic and Awakening Mystic, kinda. Awakening Tamer is more single target, small, little in front, and then Suck Tamer kind of, it's coney, it's more onto the sides. Just the other way I ran you over with the elephant, or did you? Wait, I think I killed you some Node War as well. I might be talking smack though. You're trying to make Awakening viable for like 2 months, but it's a mess. Biggest turn down for me is the mobility, or more like her WW. But she has such crazy pack-to-pack movement. It's what makes her good here, at least on Tungrat Ruins. But right now, with them buffing her fills, I think like Awakening is gonna be just insane. Yo, which is better for grinding DSR? Which is better for grinding DSR? Which of what? Mystic? I would probably say Succession. She's more comfortable, she is more consistent, less cooldown dependent. Can fill a lot of the rotation, has very strong back attacks. Mystic, yes, yep. I would say definitely Succession, but that's my biased choice, I guess you could say. But we'll see, we'll see. There's plenty more Mystic cooking to come. Some people might figure out a way. I can promise you for Tungrat Ruins, Succession Mystic is, I don't know, at the very least 30% better. At the very least. Tungrat Ruins, Suck Mystic is just, she has all that you would need constantly, and the DPS is what carries the class. She's not that burst dependent, which is very good. You don't have to use a mixture of abilities which you never get for the next pack, like what's happening with Awakening Mystic right now. Because I throw literally 2 of my spenders and then I need a third one. Sorry, a 4th one for the next pack. Like right now I have no spenders, as you guys can see, and I'm just rotating abilities that don't deal that much damage. And it's kind of... Suck Mystic doesn't have that issue. Her spender is on a 5-second cooldown and she always uses 1 of them. Because the rest is just DPS filling, you know? Okay, we have birds. We're just gonna finish with the birds. We are just gonna finish with the birds. And also Somersault for Suck Mystic as a buff. I trash talked it, I really did, and I mean it. It's a stupid thing, we don't need it, and I still mean it. But it functions so well. It functions so well. Just because of how it pairs into things. It's kind of PA missed on Awakening Mystic, but then they gave Suck Mystic so much, and I like that. Awakening Mystic should work better for Tungrat. Should, but it doesn't. Should, but it doesn't. Suck Mystic right now is a lot better for Tungrat Ruins. And I really mean a lot. I really mean a lot. She's robust. You can basically use your... I'm just gonna finish this bird here as well, and then we're gonna clock the hour. Suck Mystic's elbow edge and how ease of access it is for Tungrat Ruins is really good, because you have elbow edge, which is a an add-on debuff, and you don't need to mess around with other abilities. You can just create different rotations that feel a different way, right? You don't need to repeat the same rotation, and there's plenty of variety with Suck Mystic. Basically, she's being carried by how well thought of she is with back-to-back movement. Having fun, nerf hammer. Come on, man. If they nerf suck Mystic, I would be pissed because she doesn't deserve it. For the first time in Mystic's entirety as a class, she actually keeps up with Awakening, if not overgrinds her. Oh, those are mobs. Never mind. Okay. So, I did overgrind a little bit, but that's on purpose. Yeah. So, this is... Alright, guys. 28,600. So, this is the bad rotation, which is roughly 2k behind the main rotation, which was occupied on every server that I possibly could find. So, around upwards of 31k. If I had no ward buff, definitely 31, 32. So, you could make that... you can make that case. But we have to go this way, because we need to pick up the Kefras. How many birds? I think we had like 6. I counted 6. With the last one, maybe 7 something. Maybe 6. Yeah. But birds for Mystic are not that big. Because what you want to do with birds is move to other spots, grind that spot, and return back. On this spot, that doesn't work. And birds are barely anything, really. Birds become a very big thing for range classes. Or burst mobility classes. Because you can just kill a wave, move, finish a pack, get back, kill a wave. And that's a very big boost. You know what? I feel lazy today. I'm gonna use my map. 6 birds. Wusa, which Wusa? Wusa should be at the very least 30k here. So, 6 Spectre's energies, by the way. 3 Essence of Devouring and only 1 Ember. Probably they kept, you know, 2 to 3 an hour here. Considering how lucky I got with these. Because they're supposed to get like 2 an hour, I got 6. Oh, is she? I remember Wusa being the top grinder for here. Succession, that is. Awakening Wusa, definitely, you know, she needs a setup. She's not good. Awakening Wusa is just so gate-kept. And yet she's so beautiful with the abilities and so impactful. And it feels like she is just putting things on one spot and then it all blows up and it's so cool. It's like a pyromancer class if you think about it. She just sets it up and it just blows. It's great. Yeah, they just look amazing. Ladies and gentlemen, we are doing a oct click right now. Slow tag the trash on the ground. Slow tag the trash. What does that mean? Oops. All right, let's see how much we made here for this hour. You know, we're just gonna put everything here. 2.3 bill. Obviously, when we cut everything on the market, or is this a post market? Yeah, this is post market, right? I think this calculates post market. I think. I'm not sure. Does anybody know if this calculates post market? Because I don't know. 1 billion trash. 1.1. Yeah. 1.2 almost, I guess. Alright, let's put those in. Flame of Resonance is gonna tank like mad. It's gonna be... I mean, I'm not gonna say it's gonna be like Flame of Frost or something. Or Despair, but it's not gonna be good. But then people are gonna slowly and steadily move towards Ikea in about a month or so. I full heart, like, believe that Orzhikea is gonna get nerfed. Yeah, we're gonna get a new journal on you. I'm not sure why it didn't arrive this week, because it should have, but... Yeah, that's 1 AP, 1 DP, 1,000 health, was it? Or was it 100 health? I think it was 100 health. 1,000 health sounds ridiculous, but I think I saw it 0 at the end. An additional 0. 100, yeah, okay, I'm dumb then. My bad. Sorry, guys. Okay, let's do this. Let's do this. Yep, they're already crushing. Look at this. Hold on, where's the embers? Here they are. Oh, look at that. Wow. Sell them while you get them, guys. Sell them while you get them. There's no need to pack them for any potential switches with the Capstone C10 flame enhancing. Basically what people do for profit. The flame is tanking. Alright. We have some silver here. We have some crowns with us. Let's see what we can do. Let's get 10 of those bad boys. 1 of those bad boys. Hey, yo, chat room. I need your energy. Because we've been failing. We've been failing. 60 mil on NA. Used to be 100 mil, but now the blue flames, embers are most wanted. Yeah, because nobody grinds mid-game, which means that there are no players coming in the game that would go through, or mid-game is irrelevant. Just think about it. Why would you farm on Jade Forest? You know what Jade Forest needs to do? It needs to be reworked into seasonal. Jade Forest should be the thing where seasonal players grind at to fix the flame issues, for an example. Which also funds Caphras. It's actually very good for Caphras. Spread for perfumes or whatever. But these bad boys are the true price. These bad boys are the true price. You get 1 every 3 hours here. 1 every 3 hours. Alright, so we need 200 and what? 214, 264. Yeah, 264. I think. Are we mathing? Let's see. 264. Are we mathing? Yes, we did. We got 2 in 10 minutes. Wow. Oh, but probably when you did it, they were like, what, 200 mil? I never grinded Jade Forest for my whole life. Bought new flame from market a long time ago. Oh, Jade Forest is so fun. It's like when you kill the lamp and then it all starts exploding, and then every single mob that dies, it's like a chain reaction. It just goes like... It's so fun. Jade Starlight Forest is amazing. Ah, we got recognized. Who's this? Who this? Oh my god. You are so pretty. I screenshot you. Goddamn. Oh, that's you? Evil touch, you loser. I got you baited. I got you baited. Alright. Wish me luck. Grab a tit. Alright. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, this is attempt number 13. Attempt number 13. We are on YouTube, which means there's no predictions here. But you guys can do me a favor. You can like the video right now, the broadcast. Because when you like it, it gets shared onto the main page. Because it has positive interaction, so therefore, you know. I'll go back for fun, but I'll nuke my Agris. I'm so geared at Agris inefficient. Yeah, it is Agris inefficient. But that's because we overgrind it, you know. It's like we grind so much and so fast on it to the point where it doesn't matter. I need to unload my Agris, guys. Like, I actually need to go ahead and find a spot to get rid of my entire Agris. And that spot not to be yours again, because I'm squishy. I am mushy, boy. Since we're on friendly terms, I'm wishing you an optimistic outcome. What the hell? That sounds so passive aggressive. It's like, because we are acquainted. Because we are acquainted. Trolls. You know what? Maybe we can do some trolls. Are you guys up for some trolls after this? Would you guys want to watch some trolls? Because I feel like grinding a trolls hour. I think I will. But I hope I find a spot. Because there's only like 2 spots where you can grind trolls. With the special tactic. Yeah. Do you guys know the special tactic? Alright, ladies and gentlemen, 324 stack. Attempt number 13 this will be. We have 12s already sealed. None of them went. We've been basically attempting everything that we possibly could. Nothing has been going over the past month. We just got one hex weapon, main weapon, which went on the 27th attempt, by the way. Please help. And statistically speaking, if we're gonna look the RNG ways, this is a 50-50 kind of. This is kind of 50-50, so I won't tease you. Ladies and gentlemen, please, I need a new glow. It's gonna be so fun. Come on. It goes. Come on, baby. Oh, dude. That kept me. That edged me for so long, man. That edged me. Oh, dude. Okay, we gotta repair, though. We gotta repair. You know what I don't like about trolls? It's very dependent on the second troll. Like, very dependent. Next one, surely. Hopefully. Hopefully. I'm not famous for my good luck in video. Then again, who is? Think about it. Look at that Hex Sovereign. Restorable value 2. You know what? I'm just gonna leave it. I'm just gonna leave it. For the amount of issues it caused me. 20, what? Nearly 30 attempts on that thing. Alright, what do we need to do here? Do we grind trolls with Exquisite? Do you have the AP? Right. And I have Perfume of Deep Sea. That surely will help. So the tactic on trolls was to mix 4 packs together, right? Basically, you kill an ogre and you leave to another ogre onto the second pack. You kill that pack and then you return to that ogre in particular, to the previous pack ogre. And because it already spawned up, you aggro the entire thing and it collapses, and it saves you around, what, 10 seconds of waiting for the other ogre to come through. Which basically speeds you up quite a bit. Like, there is a big difference in the income. But I have never done the tactic, I just know about the tactic. And the reason for which I've never done the tactic is because I don't grind trolls. But Or's a kid at the same time? Jesus. I blew up my void crystal there. I was so sad about it. So what do we do, chat? We go for 1 hour on trolls? Just to see? Just to see, eh? Yeah, I said we do it. Oh, come on. Don't tell me you're grinding centaurs in 2025. Iwatoshi, what the hell? Oh, come on. Silver is silver. Yeah, but time is time. Centaurs in 2025 is like you shot your own foot. And you're like, I should go grind centaurs because I shot my own foot. Iwatoshi is above our opinion. Basically what I'm saying right now in chat room. You plebeians! That's what she said. Urzeka for the juicy crystals? You mean Urzeka extracting my juicy crystals? As if I'm Vision and Thanos takes it out of my freaking head. It goes like... Because that's what happens. Could you please show us Lightstone and crystals for noobs? Hoglin base grinding. I don't even know what Hoglin base is. Nobody grinds there. Are they demi-humans? They probably are. Wait. That's Ducky before. I've never grinded on Hoglin base. I don't even know where that is. Hold on a minute. Where's Hoglin base? Is this it? Yes, this is it. What are they? They're probably human. They're probably human, yeah. I mean, they are human. I don't know how to help you. Sorry, demi-humans. Hoglin base are demi-humans. Alright, cool. Jose is take and give relationship true. I've been told it's the best for fresh out of season players. 270, 360, yeah. But do you have like everything that you would need to grind here? Like, do you have Kabuas to make sure that you're protected and stuff like that? I don't know, actually. Holy moly. We rarely get new out of season guys talking over here. I'm kind of rusty on my knowledge on that. Sorry. Choose spot for grinding. Don't need to go there in circles. All right. You do have double Kabul. Good. Slap an all-out attack or a demi-human. Actually, probably for you as a fresh player, demi-human will probably be the play, because everywhere you grind is demi-humans nowadays. But still remember going while feeling much, but I was a suck mystic on centaurs. God, everybody was complaining at how broken Musa was on centaurs, and everybody wanted Musa gutted because he just zoomed. Which was something expected, but everybody wanted Musa nerfed because of one spot. Yeah, the cool thing about Archer was that he would just sit in the middle of the pack, use all of his abilities. He would shoot everybody, everything dies, the pet picks it up and he moves to the next pack. He doesn't need to move around the monsters. He just used his movement speed to run far. Zerka was insanely broken. He was, actually. But Awakening, right? Awakening was broken, not Succession. Because he could just shoot from afar. I was grinding there with my Suck Mystic at the time, dude. Still is. Okay, guys, we gotta nerf Centaurs, apparently. We gotta nerf it, boy. Guys, did I grind with Vel's Heart or without? Just gonna go back in my... Oh, we had Vel's Heart, okay. Jeez. I was uncertain there for a moment. Leave my Agris burn plays alone. Elvitrose is Agris effective, by the way. Yeah, so I heard. But what was the deal with Elvitrose? There was one mob which didn't yield with Agris, right? Was it the big troll that didn't give Agris yield, or the small mobs that didn't do Agris yield? What was it? Alright, let's go figure out trolls. Evia Tsukuta Minotaurs was the Agris friendly spot? I remember it not being Agris friendly. Yeah, a generic PV crystal set is right now all you need. Not that this is a generic one. I blew my void out just for people wondering, but yeah, this is kind of a... it's always the same crystal set. You almost never change it. Probably... I mean... Probably not, actually. When is the new computer coming? Graphics look like shit. I have no plans for a new PC right now. I can't afford shit, man. I just started on a new job. We'll see how that pays. We see what I need to cover real life, and after that. Dekia cows burn Agris like crazy. I mean, yeah, let's see. Woo. I really want to play on Remastered and get a new PC, man. I'm looking at those DX... What was those Ryzen processors with some very good quality of... What was it? 3DX or was it 3XD? What was it? Something like that. Yeah, I think cows are Tsukuta, basically. The boar! My horse isn't phased. Do you know which horse this is? Stupid boar. Yeah, something like that. I'm looking at those high-end processors, but we'll see. I have so many things to do before. What's this? Choose your Duskwing calling box. What's that? What's this? Event Duskwing calling horn. Is this for some event or something? What's this? Free 15 days dragon. Yellow or blue? What dragon? What does it do? A mount? Dragon horde to fly around map. You're bullshitting. What? I'm gonna get the blue one. Just try dragon mount, the one from the event a while ago. I have no idea what you guys are talking about. I just now see this. Okay, let's take the blue one. Mystic and everything. Did you not use it before? I guess not. When? How long ago was this? Is this some old content? It's sick, try the same one as the event. I have no idea which event you guys are talking about. This is the second time for you. Also, this was available before, okay. They had it like 1-2 months ago. A Dragon Mountain gave free for everyone. Now they made blue version. I have missed this entirely. What? I mean, if this was 1-2 months ago, so I was on hiatus and I didn't even touch video. I wasn't even keeping up with any news, so I have no idea. So what now? Duskwing will disappear if you mount it for 30 seconds if you go into water. Continue. Yo! Alright. What? Hold on a minute, dude. I'm on a dragon, man. Can I go up? Okay. Whoa. What? Dude. Okay, W and S to move. 80 while moving to turn. Okay, W and shift instant acceleration. Okay, we pressing W and shift. Okay, that's not bad. I don't have stamina though. E for ascent, Q for descent. Alright. Yeah, that's not really fast, is it? Yeah, that's not really fast. So why did they make this? Like, what's this about? I had no idea about this. I don't recall ever hearing about this. So it uses my own stamina. It has its own health bar which depletes as I ride it. It seems awfully slow. What's the purpose of this? It's a novelty. Really? Absolutely purposeless. In future they will add this in the game. Yeah. About that. Look how slow it is, dude. Like it barely moves. It's like I'm running. Look at how slow it is. And I'm just Wing it, you know? And now I'm shift. Okay, now it's kind of almost as fast as a horse. The orthopedic. Oh yeah, you probably could orthoped. But it's just for number 1 PvP players or guilds. What is this? Is it used? Will it be used in War of the Roses with all the skills, weapons, and sieges? It's cool. Oh yeah, it's super cool, by the way. I like it. It's like fun. It's a mount. It's a flying mount in Black Desert. And you can actually stay AFK on it, in a sense. Duskwing. What's your lore, Duskwing? I mean, you kind of look Mark Thananian. Yeah, that's probably a black dragon. Rather of the variety of Mark Thanan. The only dragon, yeah, kind of probably is Mark Thanan. Also, if you don't want to get highest place possible and watch some places, you can get to the Winter Mountain and just keep the attitude. Oh! Looks bluish to me. Yeah, it's... Yeah, it's the 3 varieties of dragons in the world, which kind of, not that they stem from, but they're kind of just, you know, it's like the water serpent of Margoria, which is Banha. Then you have the Dragon Dragons, which is basically, in a sense, Marktinen. And then you have the Mountain of Eternal Winter dragons, which we never get to see at all outside of Nuver. Because those are Librescan, in a sense. So he kind of looks Markthinanian, in a sense. So you could expect this guy to probably be Dragon origin or something. Garmoth and Nuver are Librescan, I think. Nuver, no, sorry. Nuver is... Oh, I need to double check. Whoa! Bastard dragon left me. Maybe they will expand. Whoa. Stupid dragon. The thing is, the thing about the dragons of lore is that they're so unexplored and they're more a myth than anything. I'm sorry, if someone in chat knows. Obviously, Libresca and Marktinen had a war. Was Garmoth with Marktinen or with Libresca? Because I know Nuver has been shooed out of Dragon. Which I think Nuver was shooed by Libresca, which makes that Garmoth is probably Librescan. Something like this. I gotta double check that. I don't want to lie to anybody. Dragons are not my thing in the game. In regards to lore. They're just barely anything for them. What about Black Shadow? Black Shadow is Marty. Black Shadow is... You could call it Marnie. He's a creation, which is said, like in the knowledge, it's say that he's an amalgamation of... He has a lizard's tail, he has the wings of a conch, right? He's not a dragon. He's not a dragon, it's just that he is an amalgamation of so many creatures, which is the only person that could do that is Marnie. But then, what's his name? Jardine Dukash. He uses this while affected by Belmorn. So Jardine Dukash used Black Shadow. How he befriended that? Probably Marnie had a say in it. Yeah, Black Shadow is artificially created. Indeed, he is. He's not a real dragon, and he's not even resembling dragon. He's not even of the species. There's no dragon blood in him, as far as we know. Let's see now. So, spot number 1. Spot number 2. Alright, so basically, clear this, come here, clear that. Alright. Or actually, clear this, clear that, clear this. No. Clear this, clear that, clear this. Clear this, clear that, clear this. Okay, we're gonna start with this one then. Then we gotta go down here and look for 2 other spots. Which are... One is here. The other should be right around here. Yep, here it is. Alright, the double trio. Okay. So now the big question is how do we move around these? Because we need 4 of them. Because we gotta get clear this, clear that, then come around for this guy, kill that guy, and then we need to move to a second pack, which is gonna be here. And we're gonna start clear this, kill that, clear this. Alright, good. We'll see. Let's go with the flow. Let's go with the flow. Let's go with the flow. Pets are here. Let's move that. Put ourselves through this. Let's get some campsite. Bam, bam, bam. And this is like the tactic which I've seen people do. I'm not sure how it is gonna work for me, by the way. I literally have no idea. Can I show you 2 spots where I like grinding at? I know most of them. It's okay. I just leave it as it is. It's gonna be an experimental hour anyways. Alright, I'm not gonna touch upon anything. Okay, move up. Alright, good. And now we move away from this guy. We kill this dude here. What is this damage, man? And now we go back to this guy. And we basically start bursting them. And now we go to the wizard. Rather, the shaman. Ah, but this guy comes for me now. Yeah, I don't know what to do right now. Where is the... Okay, yeah, this is... Did they change it? Because look at them, they're like resetting right now. And the shaman is... They're not coming to him. Neither of them are coming. Or is this the wrong shaman? This is probably the wrong shaman right now. Yeah, this is not ideal. Yeah, I don't know what to do. Or did I mess up? I think I messed up. Where is the shaman for these guys? First you damage the big troll. After that, you kill the big troll and you go to the shaman because the pack is coming. Then the pack comes when you kill the first shaman. No. I'm doing the different tactic, which I guess I messed up. Yeah, this is bad. I think I should just go and grind regularly, just so I... Because right now, yeah, just the mobs disappeared for some reason. My horse almost died. Yeah, I'm not convinced this tactic is gonna work. Okay, we're gonna grind normally then. Yeah, we're gonna grind normally. I'm not gonna spend any time on this. Which means take them out. Let's move to the normal spot. Yeah. As far as I remember, this was how you do it. But let's just go to the normal spot here. The ones which everybody learns, anyways. Time to call Peter. Oh, someone is grinding here. Of course! Of course, man, of course. Why would you be on trolls, right? Screw it, I'll just go here. Let's go here. Now just go here. And now the shaman. Shaman is here. Okay. So we just go away. Just gonna wait for the big guy. Let's kill this dude real quick. Move to this guy. What should be the smartest way to approach this conversation? Huh? What would be the smartest thing? What should I sell to those? What should I say to those trolls? You bunch of good-for-nothing trolls that don't work the way I want you to work. Let's move here. Yeah, this guy just stood AFK for no reason. That was fast though. Alright, so now we go back, I guess. Yeah, that was good. Twitching it makes your brain grow? True. Let's go here and then move this. Crystallize the spare. Alright. Let's do an entire combo. Bam, bam. Bam, 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 bam. I'm uncomfortable on trolls right now. I'm really uncomfortable on trolls. That was good. But I'm not gonna lie, the way I'm melting the small trolls? Whoa. It's actually impressive. Okay, go over here in front. Imagine Raw Soul Fragment drop on live, dude. That's a good 10 billion, not gonna lie. That is a good 10 billion. Bam. Bow, 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 bow. Good. It's so funny because it's like everything about Mystic right now is so single target bursty. So single target bursty. But it didn't mess up here. What should be the average here? Somebody check Garmoth. What's the average here? What is supposed to be the average here? Because I haven't grind here in a long while. In a long while. That's why she's Queen Gyphon. Do you think she is? You know what I haven't done, guys? I haven't grind Gyphon with New Awakening Mystic. Yellow 9 with aggro 17k. Oh, we're not scratching 70k here. No shot. I don't think that's possible for me. Just rotate some pre-awakenings up until the whiz camps. And then we just slap at it. Useless 100, but... which way was it? Here, right? Yep. Wait. Do you know something very interesting about this? I'm gonna go into a lore tangent right about now. There is a belief that there is a flame in a similar way how there is a flame in Mountain of Eternal Winter, you know. There is a flame being spoken about in Calpheon, in particular, as a great source of power, right? And I'm not sure what to make of that, because I haven't heard anything about that. And I somewhat remember, maybe somebody in chat knows about it. There is a flame of blinding light that purges all evil. Something like this, as far as I remember it. And I'm wondering if we ever get to see this. Could this be the Unix? Precisely. They call it like this. They describe it as if it's the Unix. Fact of the matter is, it has absolutely no shot of it being the Unix. But, you know, it's like, homies, you guys are pretty much saying Unix. Not that the Unix kills all evil, no, Unix kills all gods, right? That is supposed to be it. But they describe it as if you describe the Unix flame. So that's a very cool question. I need to find in particular the knowledge that speaks of the flame. Could be some, you know, folk tale or something like this, you know, nothing too important. Hybrid, what's your graphics configuration? I just play low and high graphics, that's it. My graphics are, my texturing is on high and my graphics are on low. Let's see if we can kill both of them now. Yep, good. Oh, I want to play on Remastered so much, actually. Mystic on Remastered without FX is so good. It's like, look, so crisp, so clean. Yeah, this spot is cool. Let's see if we get a boss. Whoa, lags. What is going on? One of my favorite combos right now, man. I love it so much. When you go Roaring Tiger from Pre-Awakening into Awakening Wave Orb, and it's like spender instantaneous. It's so fun, so fun. What happened to the flame after Kazarka trade attempt? That is precisely when the flame disappears. Because Silverfront never returns with it. Silverfront basically loses his life afterwards, and he never returns with the flame, which marks the death of Labresca, the final death of Labresca in a sense. So, the last death of Labresca, which is her second death. So, yeah. How much I can see is here an hour? I have no idea. We just started here, Bear. And I'm reading chat right now and thinking about lore, and I'm not grinding well, so. Do you want me to make a SS, a screenshot? Of what? I never grind on trolls because there's just better spots for me to grind on, yeah? Oh, that was good. That was a very good rotation. That was a very big, decent rotation, what I just did. He died right before his animation started, which is very good. One thing I'll give on to Quinn heal, actually. And yeah, spot is cool because of this, you know? Quinn heal is like so chill because it is basically not gear dependent. Here your class speaks, you know? I'm not sure what's better, this or what players usually complain about. Because Quint Hill is, you know, where gear is absolutely irrelevant. Because it's 5% cap spot, you know? I'm so excited about the Demon Lance, fellas. I am so unbelievably excited about the Demon Lance. And also, next week we should be getting the Gladios. Final bit of Ataraxian. Final bit of Ataraxian. And that's gonna be a lore feast for me, man. Can't wait. Honestly, I really cannot wait. What is happening with this guy? I'm not killing him. We will see what happens with Lesra. She'll actually reveal her plan and why we get sent to the Demon Lands. We're gonna actually meet Jordine again. That's not a spoiler, it's in the trailer, so. And I'm so excited about it. Please try again in a moment, because why not, you know? Everybody doing 1v1. Nah. What happened there? Trolls. Move, tree! I'm losing my momentum. What's your opinion about the Nova changes? I wish I could tell you a lot, but unfortunately I just don't know Nova. I'm a huge fan of her in the lore. In fact, she's my favorite bit of lore in Black Desert, almost. But it stops there, man. I played Nova. I think Nova is very fun. The Nova changes, couldn't tell you much about it. I don't play Nova. I do not know what to tell you. Yeah, we have Nova players in the chat, which is good. Oh, that's not it. Like, why isn't he dying? Ah, we got a boss. Which one would it be? Ah, it's gonna be Gigajud. Gigajud. It's gonna be Gigachad. Where's the guy, man? He is so slow. Jeez. He just doesn't care about it right now. No, I get it that I need to go in that direction here. Oh no, I need to go actually... Oh yeah. Oh, that's cool. Yeah. The darkness. It claimed my vision as its own. You guys know the lore of Gigagord? Technically speaking, what he is, or at least what we believe it is. His little has sit down and he goes. Ay, 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 you guys. You know, a distortion would have been fun. Now the big question here, ladies and gents, is how do we rotate this with the buff? I need to figure out another pack, because this is not good where we are right now. Is Gigagord Samidana stuff? Oh, far from it. No. Gigagord is... The key to understanding the Elvia bosses, specifically Gigagord, is to figure out what it drops. What does Gigagord drop, guys? Okay, there's none here. So what do I do here, guys? Should I just... I don't know. The trick to Gigagord is, what does he drop? What do the Elvia mobs here drop? All of those mobs. Like, why are we here? This is gonna be a cool lore lesson for everybody in chat. What do we grind here for? Like, what's the purpose to go Calpheon Elvia? And you all know the answers to those things. It doesn't matter if you're in the lore or not. Despairs, precisely. What is the common thing, the common enemy that we have here as players? You know, like, what's the one big thing that we're trying to fend off against? Calpheon, wasn't it for Gotterite weapons? You could make that case as well. And we're leading there. You perfectly well understand where this conversation is going. You will know. Yeah, in Calpheon Elvia we go for the spares. But why does this being, whatever that being is, show itself here, right? Why do we get despair? Why is this outworldly being here? Like, what's the thing with it? Any guesses in chat? Why is it? What is this being here? Like, why is this? What is this dark rift here all about? And why is this alien creature here? Gameplay wise, forgot our weapons because of the Doom's Realm. Almost there. Almost there. Almost there, not gonna lie, you're almost there. I feel like a teacher, nobody in chat wants to say anything, you know what I mean? Otherwise, they drop this though, so they're all stars and aliens. You are very, very close, Easy, and that's actually very funny because you probably know jack shit about the lore. That's very funny, and I like that. Do you know why they dropped this though? No, that's a very complicated question. I don't want to actually ask it. So, just to give you guys a heads up, this is gonna be something that will probably tell you a lot about this. Oh, come on, don't tell me that I have to. Just don't care them. Alright. That's so funny though, because Easy is like, yeah, they dropped this though, so they must be some alien guys from Star Z. Precisely it, kinda. So, despair and distortion are two very, very tied up things in Black Desert. In video, we know that emotions create things. We know that video is not just some sort of a, oh look at this, someone created this trinket. No, we know that things materialize and crystallize to create pieces of the fabrics of the world, fabrics of the universe, we could say. And we know for a fact that we are a universe. So, the idea behind these mobs, and why do we get Gigagore, is the entirety of the lore of Calphion Elvia revolves around the Elvia distortion created. In a similar way how an Elvia distortion was created in Serendia, where we don't really chase anything despair-y, in a sense. Not that we don't, but right. Calphion Elvia is, you get shards there, and it's a different thing. Calphion Elvia is supposed to be the extension of that story, at least in my opinion, where you get to see what eventually happens there and what eventually will happen here. So think about it like that. If this event continues, sorry, not event, if this Calphion thing continues. So, the crystallized despair is a thing that manifests itself, rather. It's a thing that can be created by enforcing despair upon the world. So this is something very, very important for the purpose of Black Desert. Because despair is one of the strongest emotions that can rarely be countered effectively. It is like an ultimate force. Despair harbors all evil, because all evil comes through despair. And the entirety of why we collect despair here is because we get the distortion of Elvia. And the distortion of Elvia is, in practicality, the world of Elvia which seeps into ours. To give you an understanding and, you could say, an idea of what will happen to our world should we fall under Hadoom's influence. So the collection, quote-unquote, of despair in our world is more or less us just seeing the materialization of the emotion, which is tightly related to the god Hadoom, who is the god of despair. And the reason in particular for why we get those very scorching light shards and everything like this is because they're tightly related to Gotteride. which is the being that witch and wizard worship. They get their powers from. Gotterite is tightly related to the Black Star because there is no Black Star without the Gotterite because he is the Black Star. It's those things. So, technically speaking, the continuation of Bidio's story is Calphia and Elvia. If we fall, this is what awaits us. What happens here? But to understand Calphia and Elvia in detail, you really need to be in Bidio's lore, like be in it, because it's tightly related to the Elven mythos and what happened there. So remember these soundnails for the Sparrow, this alien mobs. Soundnails alien mobs? What? Am I missing something? I don't think I can get 17k here. What? Probably it's class related, right? But if we get lucky, maybe we can get another bus. For 70k you need to get like 12 more language, which requires you to pre-pull. Aha! I see. And it's probably also related to double boss. What alien modes? If you get Portal on Elvia Solos? Oh, that's probably some mechanic that I'm not aware of, actually. The Gigagord mobs? But those are Elvian. How's that related to Soundnails? Or am I mistaken here? Basically, just to give you a good idea, Gigagord is believed to be a servant or an ex-servant of Gotterite who fell in Elvia to Hadum, and essentially now it kind of get an idea, at least we think that he is that. Oh yeah, there are coffee in it. I guess we just Elvia Soundnails. I guess we are basically talking about the event in Elvia, which you also see here. She clears them at the very least. I feel like she clears them good. I don't know how it looks to the to the troll enjoyer, you know. Elvia Jade Starlight? Nah, that I don't think that can happen. It just doesn't fit in the world. The thing about Elvia, guys, is that you need to make it, in order for Elvia to be created as a content, you need to really make it fit the world, because it is so unbelievably complicated to resolve if it goes out as an issue. We have Ogre now. Lore blocking my fantasy. True. Actually, it is. Factually is. Okay, let's go now. Actually, I'm totally destroying this thing. Wow. Please try again later. So from your contest, the Elvia Kama Sylvia spot sounds most accurate. Elvia is a distortion created by a force, which seeps from their world into ours, which needs to be dark meddling in order for that to happen. Think of it like this. The 3 Days of Darkness in Medea is precisely an attempt for this. For Elvia, rather quote-unquote Hadum, to appear into our world as a conqueror, whatever you'd like to call Hadum. So, I don't think it's possible for the Camasylvian elves, who are literally the progenitor of this conflict, who detest every single thing about Hadum, for an Elvia distortion to appear there. That's the thing. They are the prime force which battles Hadum from our world, the elves, basically. That is the most taboo thing. Hadum and the despair grows into world of where not necessarily depravity is in the sense of Godoride, but rather for the spirit to come through, there needs to be something that feeds on it. And what do the elves of Bountiful Feast know about despair, you know, in a sense? They just don't go for it. They would never do it. That's the thing. They would never succumb to that infliction, which is the despair. That's precisely it. And if you think about it, doesn't make any sense. This would mean that someone from the inside... Now, I'm gonna be honest with you, they almost fell for it a couple of times. Like, they killed Catherine because she was opposed to it. The needless death of Catherine, which is the queen before Amelia, which is before Brolina, which is the current queen. Right? There has been attempts to make the elves fall for Hadum, but they never seem to fall for it. They just can't. It's their anathema, you know. Her planting the Kuturan, but after the Thornwood goddess, an elf goddess, same person. Ah, that's a hard one. That's a hard one. It's very difficult to answer that question because we got to talk so much about it, but I will. The idea that the Thornwood goddess was Sylvia was very solid up until Elvia. Up until Ataraxian. For people that don't kind of get Ataraxian, let me just break it down to you very quick so you guys understand. Basically, Elvia Ataraxian is like... Not Elvia Ataraxian, my bad. Ataraxian is basically following through the steps of the most ancient Ganel which we have ever seen, which is basically a Camasylvian elf, which is Ors. Ors is an elf. You just don't get to see the ears. So, the entirety of that dungeon is to answer a very important question of the elven origin, and the big question of the elven mythos, where is Sylvia right now? Considering the fact that the most eldest elf right now that is known to be is talking about her mother being the dark goddess. This shifts all knowledge about elves. She could have been one manipulated, rightfully so. But yeah, the entirety of the elven mythos, in a nutshell, is where's Mother Sylvia? And is she Hadum or not? So that's truly it. And planting the Kuturan is something that we don't really understand yet. Because the Kuturan being called the Kaheliak, when that's Hadum's last name, Hadum's true name, at least on the Elvish, is Hadum Vuhura Kaheliak. Right. It's just, it's so hard to figure it out. Right. I still remember video devs talking about after Demonless we would get TP back in time. What excites me about that statement is that they said 1,000 years, which is probably the most important time in Black Desert. Not necessarily, you know, Ataraxin is what, like 8,000-9,000 years ago? The creation of Ataraxin, rather. But 1,000 years ago, something very important happened, you know? We believe that the fall of Orzeka was 1,000 years ago. The Empire itself existed for more than its fall, but rather, the most important bits of Orzeka kinda happened 1,000 years ago. As what they call the Empire that fell within a day. That is crazy. Sage will get all his memories again and send us back to fix everything. I think it's gonna be Sage, honestly. We have literally somebody else right now who's figuring time-space travel. His name is Marty. Marnie is so elusive as a character, he might as well be Hadum and we wouldn't know it. Like, that's how crazy he is. Oh, something similar happened already with the whole Magnus questline, and we're just saying everyone is in time trap. Yep. There is there's so many theories about time in video and how exactly it functions. There is also so much to suggest that we're basically in some sort of a loop in particular, which is, think of it like a time reserve. You know how there's animal reserves where you go out there and you watch animal in their natural habitat on a certain space? Something similar could be happening right now in BDO. Which is a little bit crazy. Hey, so friendship with the lore stream, no worries about it, SM. How do you feel about Mystic in this spot? I feel like from stream she lacks a bit in area. Yes, she does. I mean, but that's expected, Mystic, you know. She's not made to be grind here. We just went here because I have Agris to burn. And yeah. Apparently it's good money. And we are not farming good though. Her big issue, I wouldn't say that her big issue isn't 3 trolls. I think she's just lacking in damage. Just, it's the damage which gets her. Do you want to link Drusio, Excel, Daggers an hour, and loot efficiency? No, I'm not begging for it really. I'm a Guardian here and I was hoping Mystic could replace her, but she is kind of boring. Guardian? She's repetitive, the same. But she does the work, you know? Also, there is this tactic which I just failed to execute, and it probably is because I did it wrong. It's probably my fault, but... There's this tactic for pulling 2 packs and clearing them, so that you save time between them. And I felt doing that really bad earlier. Do you think old Gaifen combo is still viable, or new? Probably it will be, because you can't... I imagine you won't even need to fit the new rotation in. Why would you? You never use the spams anyways. If you think about it, right? No, someone made an oct, dude. In the guild. Sheesh. I wonder if I figure out how to grind trolls properly, if it's gonna be more money than DSR per Agros. Probably not, right? Right now, the only good money in the entire Black Desert, considering how much money is needed for you to progress this game, honestly, I feel like that just... or Zekea. Or Zekea is just... First, it's a fun spot, but holy moly, man, the damage taken there is just... Oh! It's crazy! That needs it needs to be addressed, like at the very least the AoE of the Stinger. At the very least, because that thing just blows you to bits, man. Just on our Zekea, you just die. You just get popped in like... Yeah, Zekea, you just die randomly. Just the game was like, yeah, we have decided. You know? That's one of the things I hate about it. Mobs look at you angrily, minus 50% HP gone. Shout out to the guys that grind Orzikea in the nighttime, right? Balls is what we call that. How many despairs we have? 13 despairs, 10 of those. Not bad, I guess. Thought that was gonna clip the other guy too, but... Oh yeah, I blew up my void because I lagged and died. It wasn't even my fault. I just freaking lagged and I died. And yeah, Rizikya is just not fun just because of that particular bit of it. Which is like, hey, you wish to grind safe and make money, huh? No shot, buckaroo. We got 9 minutes left. I don't think we're gonna get lore info, because, I mean, probably there's gonna be knowledge about monsters, right? And we can get an idea who made them, why they made them, probably. But that's not gonna be a big, interesting reveal. Ooh, another boss, and it's 43 seconds. I'm actually gonna wait. I'm not gonna kill him, I'm just gonna wait for the buff to expire. $15 seconds, maybe we can actually wait. Oh yeah, we can kill him. Yeah, that's cool. We're actually gonna get double buff, which is nice. Come on, Ogre. Where are you, man? Can you move in my direction, please? Finally. Buff. Thank you. No distortion, unfortunately. Unfortunately. My biggest and most excited moment, lore-wise, is like Capfur's meeting Orwin. I think that's my pinnacle. I don't think there's ever gonna be something as cool as Capfur's meeting Orwin. It's kind of like, holy moly, man. That's been half of BDO's plot right there. You know? Oh, come on. When it does this, man. As I think now I had the plans for lore and regions for doing kind of weird loop. Yeah, because they promised something different. I think we just set our expectations based on what they said. That we're gonna get into Downbreak before... I think they even said it, but I might be lying on this one. I think they said that we're gonna get into Downbreak first before we even get into Elvio Diraxion. If I remember that correctly. Not entirely sure though. Just think about it, you know. PA kind of switch around a lot, you know? PA are like, yep. We saw the reaction of the player base in Demon Lance and we were like, okay, we will give you this first. Because Demon Lance, my goodness, how cool did that look when it showed up, right? 12,800, Jesus, I'm so bad. But I didn't know what I'm doing here anyways. People say I have to be on 17k. How the hell do you get 17k here? Oh yeah, Crimson Desert lore will be connected. They already stated it within its own lore. In Crimson Desert, we actually get a Lustin. Hex Mary is there. Hex Mary's mysterious disappearance might be linked to that, because Hex Mary just disappeared. Like, Hex Mary just disappeared. Literally just disappeared. Nobody knows where she is, what's going on. She just disappeared entirely. And it's almost in a confusing way she just scooted out. Also, we have no idea what happened with Hex Moa. We have no idea if she is dead. So at least no record showing that she died. And Hex Moa is one of the most vicious individuals in our lore and BDM. Alustin is there. The alchemist Alustin, who is actually some sort of a custodian there of time, in a sense. Basically, what Alustin says in the Crimson Desert video, and it's not even it's not a spoiler, it's just simply, the game begins that way, right? Alustin is like, the library which we are in, every single book is a world, right? Which is a metaphor of story writing, right? And we apparently in Crimson Desert are going to visit also worlds. Which is something very interesting. I'm excited about it, we'll see. Where's my attack speed? No, the Summon Scrolls is basically the Hex Mary fight, but she leaves. Yeah, you don't kill her by definition. She just leaves. As far as I'm aware, I think Hex Mary was somewhat related to Belmore, because she is the strongest witch of the Hexa Kingdom, which Belmore founded after Urzeka. So that's something interesting. Something interesting. Very, very interesting. Whoa! Hold on there, Buckaroo. I did have my back turned, but she didn't have to freaking get me like that. Alright, we have 1 minute left. Let's just turn off this. Gotta keep the aggros going. We'll see what happens with Hexmary. But yeah, in general, the lores will be connected. Because we think that whatever Crimson Desert is and wherever Alustin is in Crimson Desert is basically the plot hole in the sense of how is BDO a world which is cornered between worlds. And Alustin might just give us that answer from there. I always kind of feel a little weird talking about Hexmary as witch, but she's not. Hexes and witches are two different things, and the meaning of witch is like a curse word, you know? Has nothing to do with witch, because we don't have witches in our world, remember. Witches of our world are basically... It's literally a curse word. Alright, we're done. Witch and wizard are not from our world, so the meaning of witch here is just has a different thing. The connotation is entirely different. Alright, so very bad hour, obviously. 16 despairs, 11 shards. Probably will take a year to sell. After all, Witch and Wizard are from Elvia. They're Deneve. Basically, that's the elven, I guess, way of saying human, or they're like a tribe of men or women in there. And they do worship a Godorite deity. Their sphere's called Godorite Sphera, or whatever it was called. Yeah, Witch and Wizard are not from they're from Elvia. They're Elvian. Whatever Elvia is, I mean, that's, you can never really know. Oh, why did I go here? I still haven't cared enough which wizard to actually figure out how they came here. I really haven't cared enough to know. They're outerworldly, that's for sure. 2 billion for the hour. Okay, never mind, actually more. 2.1 bill for the hour. And those things will take a while to sell. There's always 50-50 at Smarty shenanigans. I guess you could... If ever in doubt, it's always Marnie who's messing things around. Yeah, this is not good. Yeah, that's not good money. Queen Hill just burns Agris, I guess. Yeah, because that was like almost 40k for a very bad hour. Which didn't yield me anything. Alrighty. Just put those in. Oh, these are actually going to sell. Huh. Wouldn't know. Who would have known? Wow. These sell as well? I mean, nobody grinds here and people want swaps. Puh, I guess. Yeah, but the Corrupted Breath, man. Oh, 31 million. Oh, no, sorry, 3 million. So this, let's get rid of that. Do we have for another attempt? Oh yeah, we do. Nice, we actually can attempt another one. Cool, let's do it. Ladies and gentlemen, another attempt, 2 attempts within a day. For Oct. Also, did you know that like 2-3 days ago, all Shaman Dolls totems were sold from the market? Yes. I know who did it also, but I'm not gonna say. But yes, I did see that. It's all the people that want Forest Fury because crystals are breaking and there is nobody grinding Gyphon. Or rather, the Forest Fury yield is very low compared to the demand. And instead of grinding Gyphon, you can just chill on Monchons, Voodoo Dolls, and just invest essentially for what? Under $1 billion an hour, just for the sakes of getting that. So it's, yeah. Look at Forest Fury prices right now. Forest Fury is... It's 44,000. This is 44,000 crystals waiting to be made, or like half of them. 22,000 crystals in despair, right? People want those. So, Voodoo Dolls are right now the way to go. I was thinking to try out standing in one place in Succession Nova, make Lazy Spot even more lazy. Yeah. Did I get everything here? No, I didn't. Alright. So. Let's craft this. God, I hope to take me to Node War tomorrow, man. I haven't had a 20 AP buff for such a long time. It's been a week since I've had a 20 AP buff. And I'm gonna mark for tonight, actually. Hold on a minute. I'm gonna mark for tonight. What? Why doesn't it work? It says cannot apply while in construction mode. We're what? We are on break today. Let's see, do we have any cronstones somewhere? No, we don't. So yeah, we will have enough actually. Barely enough to attempt. Oh, this is tilting. How do you get node war buff? Can I just sign, go to channel 1 and get AP buffs? No, you have to be in a guild and basically yes up for a node war, which happens over here. When you get inside a guild, right, you go over here to the members, and when there is a node war, there is this participation here. And you go all the way where you are precisely, and oh, I got promoted. Did I? Oh, I got promoted. I'm actually officer now. Oh, that's so cool. Thank you. And you see this note here, you make it a yes, and then you attend a node war, you fight, yada, yada, yada. And based on the win or a loss, you get a certain amount of AP. In tier 1, tier 2, it's 5, 10, 10, 15. And in uncapped, where I like going, it's basically 20 AP for a loss, 25 for a win. And that's a lot of buffs. That's crazy amount of buffs. Alright. Alright, let's see if we can get precisely the crowns that I need. 250. There we go. Another attempt, ladies and gentlemen. Another attempt. Eyes on the prize, fellas. Guys. Hope it goes, man. I always thought that the buffs from skill summer stay longer. Also, it gives mastery, and it gives drop rate, and it gives life skill XP, I think. Go get it. Hopefully, hopefully. Come on. I've been unlucky with the things that I've been clicking. I would really appreciate an easy oct. But who wouldn't, you know? 325. Oh, 52, sorry. 325. Alright, ladies and gents. Does it go? Come to Papa, I need you. Oh, that lingered. Looked like a lag because of this thing. Oh, man. I have 150 million to my name, man. Okay, 200 mil. Okay, I have more now. Good. Damn it. Damn it. So basically today I'll try to find like a tier 2 or like a tier 3 or I don't know, maybe tier 1, maybe tier 2, I don't know. Really, I have no idea. Just so I can get some sort of buff, a little bit of AP on top. Because to be fair with you, 20 AP is literally 1 trillion silver worth of gear on you, you know? So AP is like super important. But this marks the end of the stream. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for being a part of it. I don't do those often, but you know. We'll do them whenever we can. It was fun. Like talking to you as always. I really enjoyed our discussions, lore-wise, mystic-wise. If you need anything, you know what to do. Join the Mystic Discord. It's great there. We talk about everything. Everything Mystic-related, non-Mystic related. We have, you know, lores. We have screenshot sections. You can show your characters and everything, so. Yeah, guys. Love you to death. Mwah. Much love. Enjoy yourselves. Have a wonderful end of the day. And yeah, those streams are unscheduled. I just do them whenever I can. And we'll see each other. We'll see each other some other time. I have a video to make, grind video to make, which is gonna be probably DSR, and I'm gonna have another video to make, which will be probably lore related, and I'll try to squeeze them this weekend. So just so you know, this is the program up until the end of the week. See you guys. Bye bye. See ya. Goodbye, everybody. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.